call. This is Fox Broadcast Network's continuing coverage of the race for 1600. Greg Walden is the chairman of the National Republican Congressional Committee. He represents Oregon in the House of Representatives and is live with us now in Washington. Sir, thanks so much for being here. Your thoughts on a historic night?
You know, I think it's a real repudiation of sort of the elitist, big government knows best policies of the Obama administration, of Nancy Pelosi, and clearly Hillary Clinton. You know, literally in our races, Shep, from Maine to Miami, we are winning once again. And they tried to drive a truck through this. They tried to say, well, we're just link a Republican to Donald Trump. That'll be enough. Well, that didn't work out real well, did it, for them? I'll tell you what, you take a Barbara Comstock, outskirts of Virginia here outside of Washington, D.C., Trump lost her district by 10 points. She won by 10. So in the House, we ran local races. We ran races on issues people cared about. And in the end, they cared about the fact their premiums were going up on Obamacare, that Hillary Clinton wanted higher energy costs. And the American people said enough. And I think that was part of the appeal of Mr. Trump for Americans who felt they had no voice. He gave voice to their frustration about their status, about their security, about the country's security, and the need to really get America working again.
What does this say about the very foundation of the way we operate politics in this nation? The Democratic formula has failed. The Republican formula has failed as well. He did not run as a traditional Republican. He did not run on traditional Republican values, and TPP is dead. There's a lot to consider here.
There's a lot to consider, but at its core, he ran on values that we share, and that is to give people better freedom, to downsize the size of this government, to support our men and women in uniform and those who have served our country, our veterans. Look at the failures in the VA under the Obama administration to deliver services, basic life-saving services to our veterans. He ran against big government in Washington that is failed and needs dramatic reform. We put forward a Better Way document that lists how Republicans will govern given the chance. Paul Ryan met with Mr. Trump on numerous occasions, talked to him about it. They're together. We are together in terms of reforming government and putting the people back in charge. Tonight's a big realignment, frankly, as I see it across the country.
And for those, the Paul Ryans of the world, the John Kasichs of the world who were not with him, where are they now?
Well, look, we have a big job to do going forward. The good news is, with the Better Way, we have a plan already in place. If Mr. Trump wins these other two states and becomes president, he's with us and we're with him on tax reform so we can bring money and jobs back from overseas and grow our economy here. He's with us on repealing and replacing Obamacare with a patient-centered system, not a bureaucrat-centered system that's driven up your rates. So there's a lot of effort here. We've got a lot of work to do for Americans, and we're set and ready to go to work to do it.
Was Trump's calculation that you can do this largely with white voters who have been disaffected and sort of left out of this turnaround in the American economy to the exclusion of African Americans and Hispanics? Was he right that that's the way the Republican Party can roll going forward?
Well, let's look at the outcome tonight, and then I think what he really is about is we've got to bring everybody together. We get past the election cycle. It's going to be really important that we bring all Americans together, because I think at the end of the day, we have problems in the inner cities. I was with Paul Ryan, with Congressman Blum in Waterloo, Iowa, in a poverty project looking at housing for the homeless during the day. There's a lot we can work on together, and that's how we will win votes, and that's how we'll win support, and by the way, it's how we'll solve problems in the
Walden, thanks so much for being here.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the night. Our coverage continues on Fox Broadcast Network after this.
The successful millionaire Howard Hughes.
Billionaire, not millionaire.